concept of was if I was drinking a beer, and I have in the past, I like to hold my beer. I'll give you a quick street lesson. One of the things you do, you hear about all these date rape drugs and all this crap. If the top is off of my beer, when I walk through a crowd, I always keep my finger over the top of my beer bottle so people don't sprinkle stuff in there. The rohypnols and stuff, they're out of your system in a day. They make your muscles go limp. I mean, you're nearly dead, but you know that's the date rape drug. But it can be used for a lot of different things. So I walk around a crowd. I usually hold my beer bottle like this. I've personally been cracked on the head by several of them. And I tell you what, the ones that don't break are kind of bad because I got 31 stitches one night. And I had one that did break. Fortunately, these don't have a label, but most American beers and German beers do. And when I got hit on the head with the one with the label kept the glass that cut my nose off, cut through my cheekbone. And it was a pretty nasty little cut just because of the glue on the back of the beer bottle. But so when I'm using one of these, I use them more like a battering ram. And one of the other techniques that we'll show you here shortly is I like to give a little shake. If I know I'm in business, even if he grabs me just like he did before, I'm going to shake the beer and just fire it, let it spray in his face. He's going to back off of that. As he does, I'm going to bring this straight up into his chin. There's a lot just right around his bone and nerve. He's going to kick his head back, and then I'm just going to cram it right back in his face. Okay? When that's said and done, it's real simple. He grabs, I shake, boom, and bang. It's going to be, and I'm going to put some weight into it. And then we got the elbows bang, and we can treat this much like we do one of our darts or our spikes. It's all on how you hold it. A lot of guys hold the beer bottle like this. All they can do is just smash in the side of the head and piss you off. Because the bottle breaks, I'm telling you. I've been hit with 7 beer bottles in my life, and not one of them have put me on the floor. They've cut me and made the guy who hit me very sorry that he did hit me. But if you want to hurt somebody with a beer bottle, either stick this in their eye or take the bottom of it and just beat them like, they should be beat if they're attacking you. So a guy comes up, you've already got your first line of defense. You could also, if he comes up like that and grabs them, you can just simply spit in their eyes. Or you can take them downstairs. If you want to change hands, you can take them down to the kneecaps. Or you can rock them back over top. You can hit a guy from so many angles, it's mad. And that's a beautiful thing, Sometimes, you take the hand that's dealt you and you just play it. But if you can spray some of this in a guy's face or spit in him and headbutt him and then bang, the movements are the exact same from the bump and grind, the 2 blocking, and all this stuff. The movements are identical. And so you've got a great base to build from. And we're going to introduce you to some more throwing techniques and some improvised weapons here. And we're going to work out of our crash position. We're going to take our weapons and we're going to use them. And you'll learn that everything that you can get your hands on is a weapon. And if you use it right, you'll win all the fights you get into. Okay, so what you just experienced and learned are some classic responses, at least some Jim West responses to 2-hand grabs. I mean, remember that when a person's hands are holding you, he has lost his ability to defend himself. At least defend himself well, just maybe holding you off. So you're throwing your punches, you're hitting him, you're breaking his muscles down, you're sticking your fingers in his eyes, you're spiking him, you're hitting him with pens, pencils, whatever you have available. Beer bottles, as you notice, they work great. And remember how to cover them, not just for the purpose of self-defense in respect to beating somebody with a bottle, but you also want to make sure people aren't putting stuff in your drinks or your girlfriend's drinks. Guys, that stuff is so important because you can really get screwed up out there. Make sure that there's a purpose for everything that you do. Just like you saw, you're going to figure out, hey, this stuff really works. And all you have to do is practice, and trust me, you don't have to go full tilt, because when you start nailing your buddies over, a little training sessions, you'll find out real fast they're going to want to come back just a little bit harder. That, hey, you know what? Stuff really works. And when you know in your mind, hey, this really works, you're not afraid to go out and do it should you have to do it. Now, one of the greatest fears is people just don't know it's going to work. One people want you to believe that I'm afraid to hit you because I'm afraid I'm going to hurt you. The truth is they're afraid they're not going to hurt you. So they're afraid to attempt the techniques altogether. They simply lack confidence. And when you start practicing these techniques, you'll get it together real quick. You'll start planning ahead. You'll start getting yourself armed and ready to go out. And you'll come home in one piece. And that's what it's all about.
Hey, Jimbo here with another tip for you. This has to do with understanding just how far you will go to protect yourself and your loved ones. Many guys overestimate their willingness to fight back. The reality is usually much different. For example, I worked with one Special Forces soldier, a guy who saw a lot of action and endured years of bloody combat. What he said to me was this, quote, "Many men cannot fathom the idea that somebody actually wants to kill them. They just can't get their head around it. So when confronted by a real killer, a truly evil person willing and able to kill without hesitation, when that horrible reality sinks in, they often just freeze up and then die." Point is, there's a certain warrior's mindset that you must tap into when facing down a potentially deadly threat. It means you are willing to either escape and fight another day or step up and fight with deadly force, with deadly intentions, if there's no other choice. As my street fighting friend Paul Vunex once said to me, quote, "You've got to demonstrate a complete disregard for your opponent's well-being." So here's what I did. I got a few U.S. Special Forces soldiers to show you how to tap into this warrior's mindset along with some lethal hand-to-hand fight moves. Deadly moves that kill in an instant if you're ever confronted by a deadly threat. But here's the thing. These moves are very ugly and very brutal moves, so much so that I am not allowed to show them to you here on this platform. If I did, they would shut down my channel for sure. However, if you think you can take it, I am now willing to show them to you for free. Just get to the link in the description. This is pretty gory stuff, but when your life is on the line, you'll be damn glad you learned these simple moves. Like I said, you can see them for free through the link in the description. Okay, let's move on to your next tip.
Absolutely, one of the most important things that you're training is the knife. This is the thing that will happen to you on the street. First, we're going to deal with the stable knife. What I mean by that, a knife stuck in your throat or your body. Any possible angle, it's going to be in your body. Maybe it's going to be in your back, threatening you. By dealing with these techniques that you've watched with the two fingers, you will be able to handle yourself carefully and safely. What we're going to discuss next is the most logical thing that will happen to you on the street. You're going to run into a weapon. And there's a lot of misconceptions out there about weaponry, and this is what most likely you're going to run into. There's two kinds of knives we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about a stable knife, where a person comes up, has a knife into your throat or whatever. We'll discuss many techniques into this, what will happen, and then you'll talk about a guy that's starting to move with a knife. You'll be seeing the different techniques as we look at that. To understand this, dealing with a stable knife, this is what will happen. Let me borrow you again, Jack. Is that it's going to be in your face when you least expect it. You're not going to get a warning. You're going to be talking, boom, it's in your face. This guy is threatening you. This man is threatening you. If he wanted to kill me, he would kill me. He would kill me. He's threatening. He wants something from you. Give him what he wants if he wants something. It's not worth dying for your ring or for your watch or your wallet, okay? But if you feel this man is going to hurt you or kill you or attack your family after they take you out, you're going to have to do some severe damage. Understanding what we do with a weapon is very difficult, but we're going to go over it. You're going to see things you've never seen before because, again, it's back to body mechanics. Most difficult thing to grasp, you have to practice this as we look. First of all, there is only that two-fingered grab. And we're going to go over some of the consequences so you can understand and grasp. Everyone, everywhere I go, gets into some kind of wrist twist. And you're right, I can twist Jack's wrist. You're right, I can work him. Talking about this smaller man mindset. Possibly twist a wrist. But I've broken the rules already. This man's already, I'm being attacked by another man already. Can't do that. Or maybe he's got a knife. Grab a knife. So as he's coming from here, this is what you'll see from everywhere. Everyone's going to try to grab. You grab, you're dead. If you hit a knife, it's coming right back. You hit it, it's coming to cut your head off. If you think you can twist, you always see people grab the elbow. You think that you're going to come around and come with some ridiculous. This will get you killed. Maybe on Jack I can make it work. You see this a lot coming up. But again, I broke the rule because there's another knife in my face already. There's another knife in my face. As we discussed before, I can do things with smaller people. But when the rest of the 50% of the world comes in, this changes a lot of the concepts that people have. You saw where I could take Jack down and do some damage. If you think for one moment, you can twist a knife out of this man's hand, you're absolutely crazy. This is not going to happen. All my strength in the world, I'm not going to get anywhere. If you think you can strike a knife out of his hand without having it come back, you're done. If you can knock a knife out of his hand, it isn't going to happen. If you think you're trying for any kind of a lock, you will be killed. The timing again is being relaxed and moving at the person. Again, as I've already stated, you must have the mindset that this is not your concern. The knife is not the concern. This is the concern. The brain that's running this knife. You will always note in this program and concepts that we do in survival is I am attacking him. He thinks he's got a knife to my throat. He doesn't have he thinks he's got me hurt. No, my mindset is, poor guy, I hope he doesn't have insurance. The two-fingered thing again, if I hit and grab, you're just going to pull it across and cut. Can't stop him. You've seen this before, elbows up. He's going to cut you. We're going to change that. I'm going to cut him. I'm going to cut him. So it's going to come up from here as he's got you locked up. This is going to touch. It's very supple, cutting him. Very supple motion. He's being cut every time. As your skills progress, he's looking you right in the face. He thinks he has you. I'm turning the blade onto him. Turning the blade onto him for a very basic cut. So as he's got you locked up, even all his strength, he can't stop it because he won't feel it. Hand just comes up, turns, and cuts into this man. In slow motion, it looks like this. There is no more, especially if he's talking. If a man is talking with you and you decided that you're going to go, he's talking smack, he's giving you bad, he's going to cut you. Go. If a man is talking, go. Because he's too busy opening up his mouth to forget what he's doing. Go immediately. Let me borrow Jack for a moment. The motions here are supple. The motions are supple here. We're going to look at the various cuts, and you're going to have to take it to different levels. If you want to kill this man, we will take it to that level, dealing with another knife or a firearm coming forward. This concept of two fingers or whatever, it again is through body anatomy. You've seen it in any other tapes where he can't move against me, he can't feel. As soon as I grab him here, he's going to start cutting, and you can't stop it. My mindset, I don't want to take the knife away. I'm going to take a cut. He's going to be cut. A very basic cut that you start with will be here. Never look at the knife. Never focus on one. Never look down. Just cut. He just took a cut across his forearm here, across his wrist here. Very basic. You practice this. As you get good, the cut is here. I'm going to take this man apart with his own knife. But a very basic cut. Everything stays the same. Only two techniques with this. Very supple. Cutting, or we'll get into it in a moment, as this is going to move cut. He'll cut himself again. Immediately, of course, the knife would be shoved right into him if it's a kill move. I do not care about this, man. You mean nothing to me because I'm attacking you. Suppleness is here. If you jerk, you're dead. And this is where martial artists and people have that problem. You're right, you're going to be terrified. Collect your thoughts, get your mind, give him whatever he wants, but when it's time to go, nothing moves. Your mind says you're cut. You're already cut. As the levels change, as your skills progress, very basic, and you're going to watch this, I need a knife to go after the man coming at me. Watch from here. As you're looking, cutting, bring it right into him. Because I'm attacking him. I'm attacking this person. He is one of the people that are thinking that he's going to me to threaten me. He's not threatening me at all. In the real world, if a guy cuts your throat, you're dead. You're dead already. He is threatening me. He wants something from me. My words of advice, give it to them. Give it to them. Very supple, very supple. You must practice him. The person you train with, as you train with him, you've got to feel. You've got to talk to him. And you really try to go for it. Even as good as Jack is, he'll never sense that. He can't stop that because his body didn't know what happened. If I hit it in any way, you cut your own throat. You'll cut your own throat. Very soft, very soft. You'll never feel it. My mindset is what level I'm going to take it to. Let's take it to another level. And these levels are going to go up for everything. But you have to train in the mindset there are different techniques that you have to learn. If a knife was here, this guy's better. He's got you crossed up here. Much easier technique to get out of. I don't want the knife, but you have to practice because it's here. He's already cut, severe cut. I'm just turning in on it, just getting that nice, deep, severe cut and just bringing it up or whatever I want to do, which we'll get into. If he's got you here, he's got a knife stuck right in my throat. We'll get into this. He's pushing in. Push. He's going to try to cut you. That's it. You grab, you're done. He's going to pull your neck right into that blade. He's going to cut your head off. This is where you have to be quick. You have to practice this. Most difficult thing. And when you start your training, you go, yeah, right. You will. But you have to understand this. When I give demonstrations around the country and the world, they just look at me and like, what the? Because you're not fighting strength. This is that hand. It's going to come cut. Very simple. He can't pull it. He's got me by the back of the neck. If I grab here, of course, the two are coming together. I woke him up. As your skills progress, we're going to get into body mechanics. Say, I'm touch, cut. Very, very simple. So, as you witness the beginning of training, start basic, have him grab you by the lapel. Your mindset, you have to look, and the other person looks at, if you look down, he's got to tell you. As soon as I focus on the knife, I've gone into his world. I don't want to be there. My world is, man, I hope he doesn't have a family because I'm going to take him off work for about 6 months. And you have to practice. This knife here is something I don't want you to use. I want you to use a simple rubber knife for now. Use something as you start your training. We're just demonstrating with something that you can see on the tape. A rubber knife, something that's safe. You're not going to get hurt. And wear safety glasses. We're demonstrating something here, which is different here. But you're getting your cuts. And you have to practice this right here. You will not grasp this, but you must practice. From here, is there a twitch? That's how quick. See how quick he moves by twitch? This is why people don't deal with this a lot. But this is what's going to happen to you on the street. I promise. You're going to be there? Give me the money. Or you're going to be here? Give me the money. I'll cut your head off. This is what will happen. Give me the money. You'll be slammed up against the wall. This is what will happen to you on the street. And we don't train this much. This is what the world is right here. This in firearms. So again, smaller man, but techniques have to be the same. What's nice about this technique, I don't have to hurt the person now with my hands. I don't have to try to twist the joint. Oh no, the person's already being cut with his own knife right here. He's going to be cut with his own knife. He's cut with his own weapon. And my decision will be where to take it. Whether I want to severely injure this man, or maybe I just want to stop him in a mindset. I'm going to get to here as I cut, as I'm coming up, cutting, whatever it's going to be. We're going to look at the levels that we're going to take this man. So let's go on. We'll work on a cross technique here. We're going to give you a couple of variations. We're going to go slow, and then we're going to really crank it up to show you. When you train with someone, start out very softly. This motion here is very tight. Guy's got a knife to your throat. Maybe he's tugging on your shoulder from here. He's got a good grip on you. Here, he's happy. Remember, if he's talking, you will go. But from here, watch my hands. Don't look at the knife. Don't ever look down. When you're training, you've got to practice that with each other. You're here. You're just cutting. He's hanging onto your shirt. The cut is here. You don't have to go any farther than here. You can just leave severe cut if you wanted to. But of course, we do take it up to another level. The angle of the knife doesn't matter. He's got it here. He's going to just rip through your neck from here. Doesn't change anything. But you have to practice this mindset in training. If you tighten up, you always see guys trying to tighten up. Go ahead. Smashing the knife, it's coming right back on you. It's going to come right back on you. It's coming right back on you. Those that say you can knock a knife out of someone's hand, well, if it doesn't go, you're in a world of hurt because you're sending that energy right back at you. It's going to be like a spring. Everything that we do here is he's being cut with his own weapon. Bob is a very strong guy, whether his elbow's bent or straight or whatever. You're here. Don't pull so hard on me so I can get the angle here. Good, so you're here. What Bob was doing right here, more skill level, he's pulling against me. He's got it right here. He's going to fillet me like a fish. Very good. This is the real world. But right now we're going to talk here. He just got you here. He's threatening. Maybe he's got me by the shoulder or whatever here. But it does not matter where he has it. But what does matter is if you flinch. And this is what people don't like to talk about. Because if you have a striking mindset, and you see this everywhere, you're going to die. You're going to die. This is why people don't even talk about this. Because everything I see out there is striking or twisting. Well, of course, we know we can't twist. We know there's not such a thing as an arm bar. And then people that train that way, it's just so upsetting for me. Because we know it's not going to happen. My goal is to take this guy out. We're going to go with a cross cut now. It's going to be here, very supple. Again, please, again with 2 fingers. You do this, it's already over. He'll cut your head off. It's just going to be quick. Because he feels this. He knows. It's just going to have to move. It's just going to be turning. My eyes didn't change anything. My eyes are already here. The cut, of course, is just pulling. You'll find that he'll hold on to my shirt really tight as I'm cutting his wrist. He won't let go. I get that nice clean cut. This is going to do severe damage from here. Of course, in a life survival, and there's more than one person, the cut's here. He's already been cut. He's been cut here. Of course, the knife is shoved through here. He's not going to be hanging on. It's going to be over. And you can leave, or if you needed another knife to deal with more than one person. Always in survival, there's 2 people with knives. I just don't get to play around with this guy. And one of the problems that you have is say you can make it work for some miracle. I'm getting all this knife twist, and I got Jack coming at me with a knife right now. I got 2 knives going on. I can't do nothing. I'm done. You know, and that's what you have to have the mindset. There's more than one person out there. If you think any other way is less, you don't belong on the street. You belong in your training center. You belong there. So we're going to take it to a level of a simple cut. So you're here, he's focused, and when you work with each other, practice. Practice is relaxation. There's no stiffness. If I tighten up, I'm done. So quick I died, that quick. Your focus is here. If he's talking, cut. As soon as he opens his mouth to tell me what he's going to do to me, no, it doesn't matter. As you look, as we've talked, as we dealt with, you always saw this hand moving. You always saw this hand going to the throat. This is back to body mechanics. Anything that goes wrong, so from here to here, say I didn't get it. Boom! Now I've got it. His mindset has changed. I need to change the mindset if I feel anything. With his 2 hands, his 2 fingers here, he's stopped. He's trying to cut. He's got nothing to cut. Of course, I can change this instantly into this angle. So you're going to see that very, very quickly done. We'll go to a point of a throat to the neck. He's going to have you right by the base of the skull. And this is it, right here. If he's going to kill me, he would already kill me. That means he's threatening me. This man is threatening me, and you're trying to take him apart. Your mindset is, man, hope he doesn't have a family. From here, mindset is, what is it? I am attacking him. He thought he was attacking me. I'm taking him out. Very relaxed. Cut. My focus didn't go anywhere, went straight forward. Nothing moves. He didn't feel his arm move. If I do this, it's just, you're going away. You're going to go away. So you watch your angles. You watch your hands. But you can't have this twitch. You practice that a lot. If you twitch, as which we get into firearms, you'll see how fast you die. Absolute mindset, the cut is there. Now we're going to take these 3 motions up. We're going to bring them up quickly, and we're going to take it to a much higher level. Let me borrow Jack. I think I can make it a little clearer, and then we'll take it back to a big man. There are many martial arts and stuff out there that says size doesn't matter, and that's a fantasy. And it's just, I really feel sorry for people that believe that size doesn't matter. It's all out there. This is a totally different situation than this big man because the chances of survival are a little bit different. But now we're going to pick things up and we're going to take it to a higher level because I have to do severe damage to this man. I'm going to go much more than a wrist cut. From here again, your hands are up. When we talk about your hands, relax your hands, keep your hands up, keep it in a position here. Don't put your hands below too high. But when you move, it touches softly, very quickly, cut. Very quickly cut. We're going to take it up now. I'm going to end this very, very quickly. So from here, I've got another guy coming possibly. I'm going to get a cut. I'm going to turn it, turn cut, and of course slam it right forward. That's all I need to do, and of course leave. Of course leave. This motion, as we take it to higher levels, a simple cross grab, it depends on strength, it depends on what he feels, it depends how he works. So I felt nothing, cut is here, the body cut is right here. Body cut is across. He's going to try to stop it, say he stopped it, boom, cut. You're always coming forward in that person, and get the heck out of there, leave. If you need to take it into a cross body cut or a bladder stab immediately, terrible thing to do to a man, but your cut is here. Turn the blade right over, just slam it straight into him. He can't stop it. There's nothing his skills can do to stop it. Some of the higher level, and we're going to pick these up so you can see that. This is we call it a suicide move. Again, the cut's going to come across, and you can only do this with smaller men, but it's a controlling motion now. I get to interrogate this person. As he's going to move from here, the cut is going to come up, boom, you're here. Very simple. You've got him by the hair, you got him back, you can talk to this person now. Very dangerous technique. He tries to move his arm, he's cutting himself. He's cutting himself, not me. Now, as things move quickly, and they are quick, how long before you stop? 1 second. Anything goes over a second, way too long. Way too long. So as you move, start with a basic body cut up, you're moving, he's here, cut, bang, cut, stab, very quick. My focus, again, is on him. This is nothing. This is an annoyance. This is an annoyance. And let's break some things down very quickly, some more misconceptions out there. Any man that thinks they're going to get a lock on somebody here are in a world of hurt. They're now back into their training studio. Back into their training studio. Because if I say he goes down, he's pulling out another knife, he's going to be stabbing me, and of course I broke the rules, I'm done. I'm done. Anytime, let me say this, not to be disrespectful to the martial arts out there. Anytime that you try a lock, an elbow twist, isn't going to happen. Isn't the real world, because the other part of the real world came up. Cross knife. This will happen. This will happen. He'll be locking up on you. Depends on the angle, doesn't care. It's tight. Very tight. Just turning it in. Tight. Very tight. Get that wrist cut. Extreme wrist cut. You take it where you want to take it. Belly cut. He's got a thick jacket on. Didn't get it. From here, slam it right into the bladder. Of course, stepping back. Crack in the base of the skull with everything you're worth. This man is trying to kill you. This is basic. This is what you'll see a lot. Now, you got a big man, very confident in his abilities, much more confident because he has a knife. From here to here, again, looking absolutely, you have to practice with a big man. Don't go to your studio and practice with a 100-pound guy and you weigh 50 pounds more than him. It isn't going to get you anywhere. You got to understand the movement and the relaxation to what you have. Absolutely relax. Your focus is on him. Absolute focus in his face. You don't twitch. You cut. You take it to where you have to take it from there. You have to take it to there. You're moving in on this person and striking. From here again, you will note, I want this perfectly clear, you will not be able to do a suicide move on this move because his arms are too big. Can't get it. Impossible. Don't ever try it, because you're right. It will not work. It will not work. These motions are from here, very supple. Another motion, as your skills are not strong enough, is we call it a chicken move because I like this motion so much better. This is going to punch up, and the hand just comes down, and he just cuts himself. He can't stop it. It's very relaxed. He's cutting himself. He's coming up and coming around. Again, it's very relaxed. The two fingers are grabbing, the hands just dropping down wherever it goes. He'll never feel it. Again, when he's jacked, because he's such a big guy, it's hard to see. As you look at this, very supple, but your mindset is he's cutting himself. He's cutting himself. Take it, look, focus. Again, when you train, if he sees you look down, you have to tell your partner, you're looking down, man, don't do that. Because my focus is not there. My focus is cutting you. Cuts this right here. Of course, you can take it through to any level that you wish. These are used for the first two techniques. These are two you're going to really run into a lot. Again, the hand just comes underneath. Absolute relaxation. He's just got a cut. You might not have to take a body stab or whatever. Maybe he's got a heavy jacket or whatever. But again, this wrist cut is just bad. It's a very bad motion. I'm going to go to another one from here. Everything that we use is two fingers. Everything. I'm not going to sit and explain it. Everything's here. You grab with a hand, it's not going to work. I don't want any letters to really say, well, there's no, you're right, because you grabbed. You grabbed. It's not going to work. You're a shadow. You're a shadow out there. He's fighting something he can't believe because his body's moving all over the place and he doesn't know why it's moving. But your mindset is, I'm attacking you. Your mindset is, I am attacking you. You started it, I finish it. From here, slightly different. Angle's good from here. You look here. Remember we talked about that two fingers. It just locks. He's trying to slam the knife forward. You're looking at him. Life is good. He's not going to do nothing. Of course, I won't wait that long. From here, he's going to touch cut. Touch cut, cut. I am damaging him with the blade. Of course, from here, you're going to see that hand strike. Severe striking here. Looking right away. Took a second. Never focusing. Never spending more than a half second on this man. As your skills get better, as you get stronger, as your body mechanics let you change more, watch my hands. Now things have changed more. When you understand mechanics, if I just touch his throat, he'll forget about the knife. Just touch it, he'll forget about the knife. Again, the two fingers are doing everything. Never grabbing. If I grab, it's over. He felt it. He felt it. And you never wish to see that. So again, we've covered three basic motions here. A guy's going to do this to you on the street. He's going to be in your face and tight and personal. Train with different people. You have to train with people. And this is what's going to happen to you again. You're going to be walking down the street. This is what's going to happen. And believe me, it's a very frightening thing. It's a very, very frightening thing. I'm not going to tell you exactly where it's going to be or how it's going to be. In a moment, we're going to get into being standing up against a wall with a knife, because that is what will happen. With a powerful man, nothing changes. It's in tight. It's in tight. Now he's got one in the belly. He's going to shank you right in the, he's going to stick you bad. He's going to stick you bad right here. Very simple again, because you've realized from here to here, he's trying to stab. You know, he's not going to stab you. You put your hand here, he'll stick it in so far, it's over for you. Bring your palm down, two fingers. We talked about this. You'll hear me talk about it. This whole system has worked on this. You get here, it doesn't work. Those of you, again, you'll hear me saying, if you're thinking bap, hit, twist, throw, it's not real. And that's why people don't deal with knives very often, because they don't know what to do. They really don't know what to do. From here, of course, I can either cut instantly, cut it. I'm right into his face. He's still going to be holding on to my arm, I promise. He's still going to be holding on to me as I'm here. Slamming forward, taking him apart. Doesn't matter. He's got one of my, almost to my heart right here. It's just very supple cutting. You're looking, he's got strength. Boom! Now he doesn't have strength. Keep going. I'm attacking him with his own weapon. He's cutting himself up. It's a very, very frightening thing to do. Let me ask you, is that you see many people out there, you hear about people that fought in cage matches and have done all these techniques out there. They beat up everybody out there, from Muhammad Ali to everyone out there, the best fighters in the world. But you take a knife, a nice sharp knife, and you give that knife to a 120-pound man that is very skilled. Now, let's put a guy, the world ultimate fighting championship, against a 120-pound man with a weapon. Let's see how things change. So this is the mindset you must have. Everybody gets into this fighting, kicking. No, this is what you have to survive against. Because you've now taken that 120-pound man and made him into a 400-pound man that'll kill you just like that. So if you make a wrong move, you are done. There's some drills you can train with, and here's one we're going to give you, a simple drill of dealing with people that are not really skilled, but how you can survive against lunges and stuff like that coming at you. So you're going to be in the middle here, and you have two different people. They're just going to start moving on you quickly with techniques, and they're going to start out nice and slowly, but as they get better, of course, they're going to go faster. You're going to see what's happening, and it's just a drill. You're looking at it, seeing where you're going to be at. You're not taking them apart yet. You're just seeing what's happening. Of course, as things pick up, you're looking, your levels are picking up more and more, dealing with what's going to happen. to these levels. So that's what you're looking at as things pick up. Take this drill to your class, wear your safety glasses, be very careful what you're trying to do, never use a real knife. And when you get better with these skills, never focusing on the weapon, getting away from the weapon and taking it onto the person, you'll be all right. Not focusing on the weapon, never looking at the weapon, never even caring. The weapon is just an obstacle. Your eyes never look at it. You know it's there. You know it's there. Don't look at it. As soon as you look at a weapon, your focus went to that weapon. Now you become a much weaker person because my focus has to be on the person. The person. The only focus that I have, whether it's a knife or whatever, how I'm going to damage this man. That's it. What kind of cut, what kind of level I'm going to get into. So many people focus on the weapon because they're worried about the weapon. Worry about the man with the brain that's got the weapon, and worry about his friends that are going to be on you in 2 seconds. That's so important. You understand?
Thanks for watching our video lessons here at TRS Direct. Hit the like button down below and consider subscribing to our channel here on YouTube. Hit the bell icon and we'll send you a notification when there's a new lesson available. Thanks again for watching.